in a man disadvantage. Optic Texas only have a 26% chance in the 3v4. New York Subliners 32. But here we go into the map number 2. Subliners on the attack early. They're going back to old reliable, the 2-2 split, but look at the ground that Kismet was already able to take. He takes Couch's control. Now he's going to give that information to his teammate to push up the middle of the map, but at least the trade comes in on Shotzzy. 3v3 now.
Now the top side of the map is going to be open for New York. Do they decide to seize and rush their way into that B site, or do they hesitate? Do they go for the roto? That's something that Hook is going to be, is going to have to be prepared for regardless. Stun comes out, Hook. Solid as you'd like. He could get traded, but thankfully he does have a teammate that could come to save the day. Kismet, for one, grabs the bomb, and Ghosty is not there for the trade, Jay. 2v2.
Skies and Kismet versus Ghosty and Dashy. It's a split set up right now for Optic Texas. Same thing for the Subliners. 35 seconds left on the clock. Kismet rotating this bomb over towards A. And Dashy's in a great position to potentially take him down. Does he get the time?
About to find out. Does Bruce peek? He does. Gets him off the bomb. Bomb not planted. Time continues to tick. In the meantime, Ghosty has been found out. And now does the bomb go for the rotation? Dashy knows exactly what's going on, but he's not ready for the mid-cross chow. Excellent work in the close quarter spots there from New York. But Jay, it just makes me think, man, if Ghosty is able to cut away Kismet, who finds that trade onto Hook, he's not able to grab the bomb. He's not able to work through things in the 2v2. Just seconds away from what could have been a different story.
Yeah, Kismet just made the play happen. We're talking about confidence. Round number 1 in the search and destroy, where you don't have dead silence. No hesitation on his push to take mid-map control. When his team goes down 3v2, he makes the play happen, finds the trade on the Hook, picks up the bomb, gets out with his life. And even when he's going for that bomb plane, he stays alive long enough for Skies to find the kill through the middle of the map, hit that rotation for New York to take the first. And now it's Optic Texas' turn on the attack. A whole lot of pressure in towards Diner, and Hydra, he might have just slipped on by.
Let's see what he can do. Oh, nearly turns onto his second, but it's Optic who comes out on top in the overall trades. Dust settles for a moment, but it's about to steam up again. Right into the kitchen we go. And will it be a duel that we save for another episode, or is it about to go down? Sky is not able to take it. Gritty up close. There from Shotzzy. Priesta makes his presence felt. A bit of info onto the other, but a 1v2 not going to be easy as that bomb does go down.
Yeah, Ghost is just going to get it down. He knows that Priest is on the opposite side of the map. It's going to be about 10 to 15 seconds before he even gets on this side. Just want to play your life, force him to check every single corner. Priest has no dead silence. He's just flying, trying to find these guys. He might find a timing, but doesn't hit the bullets.
Okay. All right. If I'm Ghosty, I'm sweating it a little bit. Hide-and-seek champ, Priesta. Not gonna find him, at least for now. Time continues to tick, and he is not gonna find a soul. And the time that he needs to. Ghosty making good on the prior round, ends up putting the final one to bed here. As Optic even things up.
Great round right there out of Optic. To find a trade immediately onto Hydra. But then to take down Kismet, put them in a man advantage. And you know at least one more player was over towards this B site. Shotzzy plays it super patient. He's able to find Skies and locate the final player to secure the round. Got a little scary though. If Priesta hits a couple bullets behind that door, makes it a 1v1, potentially a chance, but Ghosty gets it done for Optic Texas to tie it up.
Does indeed, once again, switch sides from offense to defense. Now it's New York again, with the objective on their back. We talked about a number of different snipers for this New York side. It's going to be Skies with it, but it's all about the close quarter engagements. Hydra already inside a top bed, evens out the numbers, 3v3. Over a minute still to work with, and it could be NYSL looking for a pivot with that bomb. They're relying heavily on Hydra's positioning.
Yeah, Hydra's positioning right now. It's going to allow them to earn a lot of information if they want to go for this bomb plan over towards A. Now he's working his way up to the middle of the map. Bomb still approaching towards the A site. As Hoop just waiting. He's just waiting for his teammates to give him the info before he decides to go on the flank. Shotzzy takes down Priesta, 3v2 with 35 seconds.
He's got the snipe out. He's ready to try to take down the beast. Up in the bedroom, and Shotzzy, time continues to tick. Dead silence invested now from Skies. They got to get a move on. Is it going to be the roto, or is it going to be remaining stationary at A? It's all going to come down to this pick. Can Shotzzy once more go big for the team? They're making their way through Cat. it looks like they're going to get to BJ. They're going to get here in time.
Yeah, they should be able to get here in time. But Optic Texas, they're going to know exactly what's going on. Hook plays it super patient in towards the diner, and then leads to Shotzi flying off the top catwalk to find the final kill. I just think in that situation, when Hydra finds himself in towards bedroom, it's still a 3v3. Let's just try to get the bomb down. You know that the double doors towards bottom luggage are going to be closed. The only opportunity you have to take you off site is from top plat and top bedroom. You were watching those angles. Just get the bomb down next time. Optic Texas, they secure that one.
And Jay, those are those little situations that you talked to me about. The reason why Hydra's been able to elevate his search destroy game is knowing when to go for those challenges, knowing after he's found that kill, what to do in that moment. A tad aggressive, whether from him or the New York call, regardless of it, Optic will be glad to grab these last 2 rounds. We'll see if they can make it a 3rd in a row. As Shotzi looks to get aggressive on that 3 spree, information found, and it's 2 early picks here from New York.
At least Dashies, though, he's able to find one onto Kismet. Gets the trade, so now it's a 2v3. The ARs for Optic Texas. Trying to play, see what the Subliners are going to do on their defense. It's just a scattered spread. 1 player towards A, 1 player towards B. The other guy watching the middle of the map. Dashies just using his tax to try to back down Skies, but time is starting to tick in. New York Subliners, they're just waiting for the opportunity to strike.
Oh, Ghosty. Trying to peel Priest off that heady. Ends up taking him down. Problem being is that reinforcements are lost. Subliners hunker down as they answer.
Yeah, that was just a quick round right there from New York. You apply the pressure over towards the A site. They find the initial 2 kills. And even though Dashi finds 1, no one budges on their setup. Everyone was playing for the information. Priest takes down the first and then sets up his teammate to find the final. Such a back and forth search and destroy, all tied up at 2.
We talk so often throughout this year of MW2. SD wins chips.
Yes, it does.
SD wins championships. I know at times it hasn't really been that from title to title, but in this game, it is absolutely the case. Teams who have been winning majors this year are winning SDs at a rate incredibly high. Bruce answering for more than 1. He wants the double. Batman has arrived here in Hotel. Arrived here in Vegas. Receiving a roar of applause. We'll see if he can make it a 3rd.
4v2 now. After Dashi puts on a clinic. Kismet and Priesta trying to make something happen, but the bomb's going to be down over towards that P4 double desk. So now it's on Kismet, slowly working his way up to the middle of the map. Ghosty's going to get the info and back out with his life. He sets up Shotzi to take him down. Now it's Priesta in the 1v4. He does take down Hoop. He finds a second, but there's too many players for Optic Texas still alive. As Dashi finds 3 on the round. Lines it up with the boomstick. Closing it out with the pistol. Optic Texas take back in the lead.
Yeah, shit, we're talking about snipers for New York. New York's got to be prepared for this guy. Pixel perfect. Takes the head off of Caesar and has some words for Paco as well, without a doubt. The reasoning for why Optic ends up clutching that round. And it's no surprise. You know, at times we've seen Optic with a few different snipers on this team, but Jay, you know the talent that Dashi has with whatever weapon he's got in his hands.
Oh yeah, that guy does not miss. If he lines you up, puts you in the crossfire, he's most likely gonna hit the shot. At least Optic Texas, now up by 1. Dashi currently on a 3 spree, just trying to force Skies to reposition himself, throw a couple wall bangs in towards top bed. It's like Optic Texas are trying to work towards the bomb plant, but they're just building a lot of noise on this side. The Subliners, they're not rotating. They have that mid-map cross.
Dashi trying to be essentially the canary in the coal mine, but New York prepared for the rotation, prepared for the late hit. Oh, but it's going to be a team nade. Shotzi erases Ghosty, and from there, Optic, they are locked inside a restaurant. New York are ready for the push. Time continues to tick, and right now, here for Texas, you got to come up with a strat. Are we going to go for the rotation, or are we going to have to go for the hit? Regardless, Kismet is ready. He's in his spot, elevates, oh, and eventually gets dropped. 3v2, 20 seconds to work with.
Oh.
Dashi wins the fight.
Dashi wins the fight. Hook finds another as well. So it was just a 4v2, is now a 1v2. Optic Texas, you have to get towards the site. You have to try to get this bomb down.
Priest knows he can go for the challenge because Hook has has to be on the bomb. He'll get it planted, and he can escape with his life. Priesta, the first look at it. What does he see? Spots the shoulder of Hook, going for the chow, lasers him down. Hook trying to stay up, looking for information himself. Priesta! You can always count on P-Dog. Around the New York nearly gave away. It is Priesta to save the day. 1v2.
What a clutch right there out of Priesta. Just beautiful reads from start to finish. Once he gets the info onto Dashi, he knows, I have to solo this guy out. Hook has to get that bomb down for them to even stand a chance in this round. Wins that one-on-one, traps Hook on towards the box. And I know Priesta, he usually does not have a good time in those gunfights. If you remember that, a BZ 1v4, but he makes up for it, clutches up in the 1v2 to tie the game back up.
Yeah, righting the wrongs, that's for sure. Priesta got to feel pretty good to walk away with that clutch. And just like that, 3-3 we go. A tie game as we enter into round number 7. And it will be the Subliners again on the attacking side in a very aggressive look indeed. Optic have no clue that they've got Hydra already behind him. Kismet in the meantime finds one on the Ghosty.
Yeah, but Hook's just trying to find his timing. Shotzi does take down Kismet, but Hook in a crucial position to make something happen. Now position is gonna be known. The rest of the Subliners players are gonna try to solo him out, knowing that he has that TAC 56 in hand. Hydra, he tries to go for the chow, but Shotzi finds his second. And Optic Texas in a man advantage.
Tosses out the nade, at least delays things. Skies goes for the challenge. He jumps over the nade. Incredible work there for Caesar, as now we continue to battle, but take a look at what the one arrow who is not in this fight is. Skies, another gunfight, but it's Priesta on the other side of the map who's gonna get this objective down. Shotzi wins it. Another 1v1. It's Priesta again in a position to clutch.
Shotzi still has that dead silence, but Priesta with the positioning puts himself in towards top bed. He knows that Shotzi is going to try to go for a route because that dead silence is still here. But the SMG in hand clutches up another 1v1 to give New York back control in this search and destroy. I thought that round would be a lot easier though, because Hydra, when he flanks in towards Kitchen, I think you just got to get the bomb down. You have to find this one guy in towards B, plant the bomb, and the round is going to be yours. But Shotzi was making kill after kill, could not find the final one though, as New York take back the lead.
Can we talk about what Skies did? My guy had a nade thrown at him, just jumped over it, goes for the chow, takes away a few inside of Kitchen. Unreal plays across the board from New York. It's taken everything to walk away with a few of these. Priesta, Mr. Clutch so far, giving New York our prior two as Optic look to answer again. Battles on Greenberg. As things come to a slow.
And right now, Optic Texas, they're playing for mid-map control. You see the SMGs, one's at couches, one's already pushed up in towards cat room. So they're just waiting for at least one of them to get some kind of information of how they are playing this defensive setup, because all of Subliners basically took a lot of steps out of their base. Taking their sweet time. Optic Texas only with 40 seconds left, but looking like they're gonna commit over towards B, so it's gonna fall into the hands of Kismet. What can he get done?
Kismet has a few sound cues. He's known that Shotzi has been here, but he's not able to win the fight. Dancing in the kitchen, goes Ant-Man, and now it's Ghosty's turn to put in some work, get Priesta off the map. It feels like it's gotta be the objective, but more than anything, you gotta lock in that bomb. It's down, and you've got man count advantage. Can New York pull off the impossible again? Dashi trying to limit him, eventually falls. Again, it's Texas with numbers. Hydra last man up, 1v3. The all to do is time by no means on his side. Can the Frenchman do anything? No.
It's not the Frenchman, it's the Ant-Man. Shotzi makes it happen. He finds 3 on the round, wins the huge one-on-one to start it all off in towards Kitchen by taking down Kismet. Once he wins that gunfight, you close side door, you allow your teammates to get the bomb down, and you just change your spots up every single time, because you know Subliners are gonna try to go for those wall bangs. But man, this has been an S&D. Definitely talk about all tied up at 4, blow for blow the entirety of the time. Now it's Subliners back on the attack with 3 players going over towards A.
Oh, we're jumping right into this. It's Shotzi and Dashi finding an early double. Aware of the strategy that Subliners love to implement oh so often. The quick plant has been foiled. And Skies most likely waving the white flag, a handful of HP. Thankfully resets, but boy does he have a lot of work to do.
1v4, no dead silence. Bomb down towards Eldes. Hook finds the final. And that's a perfect blind counter right there out of Optic Texas. They said every single time so far, the Subliners have go for the 2-2 split. A lot of mid-map control. They're gonna throw us a B push, and it works out to perfection. As Shotzi finds another first blood, Dashi with the second. Optic Texas with the perfect defensive setup to now put them at game point.
Now we see what the strategy elects to be. Jumping into what could be the final round of game number 2. Optic on the attack. Shotzi leading the way. Basically double negative in the hard point. Now taking over at 13-5. 1 away from the cruise missile, but we toss that aside for a moment. Dashi instantly with the answer. Quite a bit of noise made in the kitchen. Take a look at Ghosty's positioning, going for the wrap. In the meantime, Shotzi falls in couches. Now it is NYSL with numbers. 2 more players to go. Ghosty ends up finding another.
2v2 now. Ghosty still has that dead silence. He's trying to cover around. He spots Priesta, puts down a couple shots, but he might right into Dashi. Dashi takes him down. It's all up the skies.
All on to Caesar. A 1v2 just to keep the game afloat. Bomb down. What do you have cooked up for us, guys? Can you pull off something special? Dashi to his left, already weak. The Vegas crowd is feeling it. And right now for Dashi, Jay, he can just hang out. He has to make Skies have to go for the play.
You just play your life if you are Dashi, because Ghosty has the first check on towards the site. He's gonna reposition towards bottom red room, but right now, Skies, he's just looking for Ghost. Only 15 seconds left to find 2 kills. Optic Texas looking like they're gonna tie it up.
And there it is. A much-needed regain. An Optic answer in what was such a back-and-forth Hotel S&D. One that was full of clutches. So many 1v1s, 2v2s. We got ourselves a series, buddy.
Man, Optic Texas just did exactly what they needed to do. Keep in mind, 2 rounds, it was Priesta winning some 1v1s. If that doesn't happen, Optic Texas walk away with a lot cleaner of a search and destroy, where we were asking for a bounce back from the young man in Shotzi. Mr. Movement King.